What's up, guys? Max Scoville here for IGN. With me is Mitch Dyer.
Greetings.
We have a new trailer for Star Wars Rebels Season 2.
True.
Okay, full disclosure. I never really got into Clone Wars, and I haven't checked out Rebels yet.
You've been missing out.
But this trailer definitely scratches a few little itches there.
Yeah.
Why don't we go through what's in here and kind of what to take away for fans of the series and of just the movies in general.
Yeah, I mean, first off, you look here, you have Kanan Jarrus. He's got this, he's wearing Stormtrooper armor, and you see throughout the trailer that he's wearing this, and you don't really know what he's doing, and at a certain point you see him getting shot at by some Imperials. So definitely some kind of like undercover mission, infiltrating using some outfits.
Gotcha.
Very cool, very cool.
Some rebel action, and then we get good old Vader.
Classic imagery here. I love this.
Very all classic. This is all very familiar. This is all the stuff that I want to see. So.
Yeah, and it's more of that like Ralph McQuarrie art style that you see in Vader like that. That's just the best design.
Where he's got like weird kind of angry eyebrows.
Yeah, his lenses are a little more red.
samurai looking. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, moving on. There's Vader some more.
Yeah,
yeah, I love that. I love that styling.
It's also, this is Anakin Skywalker, Max. He's one of the best pilots in the galaxy. So we get to see him tearing some stuff up and really doing a number on the Rebels in his TIE fighter.
And there's a whole bunch of A-Wings there.
Yeah, he's chewing through A-Wings. He's dropping bombs on capital ships. He's doing what he does.
And then here's the gang.
Yeah, the gang's back, and as you notice here, and we'll get into this a little bit more, Sabine here, she's got a new hairstyle. We'll go over that in a second. But yeah, this is just a closer look at Ahsoka Tano and her new armor. You can look at her, again, more samurai-esque armor, which is very much what George Lucas was looking to do with a lot of his designs back when, in 1977.
Yep.
We're seeing a lot more of that in Rebels. Another closer look at Tano, just it's a decent look at that. Just the angular look and the softness of her pieces is really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can look at Sabine here.
Oh,
She's got.
Is that a little Mon Cal down there?
It's a little Mon Calamari guy.
Hello, buddy.
Little fat guy with triple chin. Yeah, it's great. I just love him so much. He's just got a big fat head. But yeah, with Sabine, you get a look at her new armor here. It's just some minor changes to her design. We'll see more of that as well later. But
see, this doesn't sit so well with me because this is very much more kind of like wacky holographic 90s kids nonsense versus it's very, very colorful, you know, as opposed to the kind of more muted pastels and earth tones.
Yeah, and that's kind of her thing too. I mean,
yeah.
her hair in season 1 was blue and orange, and now it's got a more teal color to it. So I thought this trailer was going to be footage from the first episode alone, but given that you see her with orange hair and teal hair, I'm sure we're going to see multiple episodes in this trailer here.
Oh, hello, big old B-wing.
So this is interesting. Our video producer Frank asks, is this the first ever B-wing? Because you see Hera take the ship. She's working with this Mon Calamari. We haven't seen this ship ever up till this point, to my knowledge. But yeah, it's this big orange thing. You see her wearing the iconic helmet later.
Who's this?
This guy, so you see him and a counterpart throughout the trailer. I would assume he replaces the Inquisitor from the first season, which my assumption was that Darth Vader would take on the role of, I'm gonna hunt the Jedi. But here we see this guy and a female counterpart playing that role as well. We'll get a little bit more into that as we go through the trailer.
There we go.
Yeah, this is the female. She has a helmet that, you don't see it here, you see it in a later image, but it's very reminiscent of the Night Sisters from the Clone Wars, which you haven't seen, unfortunately.
Sure, yeah. But also this little probe droid here is he's like a little baby Arakid Viper.
It's adorable.
Yeah, which is interesting because we've seen, episode 1 we see Darth Maul has the Sith creeping eye probe droids or whatever, and those kind of we're doing that kind of that evolution of the technology. I like that. It's cute. I bet we're going to see some wacky comic relief with that. This is interesting. I like this. I know this guy.
Yeah, Captain Rex.
Santa Claus.
You're not super familiar with Clone Wars, but you're...
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Clone Wars. I know Captain Rex. Yeah. So he's back, but he's old.
He's such an old man because they have that accelerated aging because he's a clone. I love it because he's this like 60-year-old cranky clone who's been in hiding.
I am so on board with this. This is the thing that I always was really into about the Clone Wars is the idea that there are a bunch of veterans everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what Obi-Wan has going for him in A New Hope, and in this case, it's I love this grizzled used future vibe. And can we see what he's riding around in here?
Yeah,
we'll see that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. First up, before then, we have Hera wearing the iconic B-wing helmet. She takes this B-wing out for a ride. It's just cool to see her like exploring this new ship as she kind of maybe she's the reason this is in the Rebellion's fleet.
Sure.
Which is an interesting piece of history. Hondo Ohnaka, you might have met even in the early stages of the Clone Wars. You might not remember him, but he was an iconic guy. He and Ezra here going on an adventure. We don't know what kind.
It sounds like a fun time, though.
Yeah, but it's cool to just see them bringing the Clone Wars stuff back into Rebels.
Yeah. It's kind of a pity how that got sort of just chopped off towards the end there.
Yeah, and I love that Rebels is basically just the Clone Wars too.
Yeah, totally.
A closer and a better look at both of these Inquisitors. I'm assuming they're Inquisitors.
That
I don't know
wacky
if
witch
it's
hat
actually
there.
true. Yeah, so that witch hat is very reminiscent of the Night Sisters, which we saw toward the season 4 of the Clone Wars, which means nothing to Max, but for fans of the Clone Wars, that's a big deal. And again, Frank, our video producer who knows a lot more about Star Wars than me, wondered, is this Asajj Ventress? Who's a major character.
No, she's been around since the Genndy Tartakovsky Clone Wars.
Yeah, and she was trained by Darth Tyrannus,
Right.
so she is still around. She's in a novel, Dark Disciple, which is an assembled series of stories from canceled Clone Wars episodes.
Oh, cool.
So she
okay.
still plays a role in canon.
Yeah.
It's very provocative to think that she could be involved still in hunting down Jedi.
Gotcha.
Alongside whoever this guy is. This is a decent look at Sabine's new armor a little bit. She's got like a gauntlet thing going on that just over her old gloves. She's got a different little pattern on her shoulder. Not major changes, but just a little bit of stylistic stuff to kind of suit her, like you're saying, that like the bright colors.
Yeah.
And she's being attacked, like you mentioned, by these little probe droids.
Yep, they're just all over her. Yeah. Oh, hello. Hi, what's up? How's it going? Oh, man. Okay, yes.
So, okay, so this is a new planet. We don't know what it is. This is where we meet Rex, presumably based on what we saw in the trailer. AT-ATs, I love this design so much. I mean, we have the heads that look really similar, but the body is just different enough.
These are like V-neck AT-ATs. I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot more angular, sharp angles than the AT-ATs we see in
it's a really
Empire
cool
and Return of the Jedi. And it's great to just see Rex and these other clones here. One dude with like his blind eye.
Oh, it's so cool.
I don't know, these, gosh, I wish I remembered more about the Clone Wars than I do, because I'm sure these are named characters that we should be freaking out that they're back to, but I'm just excited about Rex and his old armor. Here you get a look at like you were saying before, the ATPT that he lives in, his like
he turns
trailer.
into kind of a hippie Winnebago. I love it. It's got this, yeah, it's very, very cool.
Interesting thing here too, I mean, they're using the cannon to just punch a hole in the neck of this AT-AT.
Yep.
Is this like a weaker version of the AT-AT?
That would make a whole lot of sense. I love the idea
weaponry?
of using kind of this, prequel expanded universe stuff to really explain why things are the way they are.
Right.
You know,
is there blaster shots take down an AT-AT?
Exactly. They're gonna add that neck armor thing. Maybe there'll be ones who figure out the tow cable trick. Who knows? You know?
Love that. This is a closer look at the male Inquisitor. He's got the the Imperial symbols on him, so he's definitely working for either Darth Vader or certainly the Emperor. And then you get an even better look here as he ignites the lightsaber. This lightsaber is either the Inquisitor's lightsaber from Season 1 or the Inquisitors just get that version of the lightsaber.
Right, the hilt thing.
Yeah, the round hilt, and then they connect, and you can see the female, hopefully Asajj Ventress, kind of wielding it as one and spinning it around and kicking the crap out of Ezra here.
Doing a lightsaber fight like you do.
She's very acrobatic, like Asajj is, which is exciting.
I really like how narrow the blades of the lightsabers are. Like, I don't know if you noticed that, but they're very in that same Ralph McQuarrie style. They're very sharp.
Yeah, and they come to a very distinct point at the end.
Yep.
I love this shot of Vader just smacking around Kanan.
Awesome. That's so reminiscent of the classic Vader-Luke Bespin fight. Is it Bespin fight? It's one of the fights where they're just, the stormtroopers have the shields in the background, and Vader's just looming over him, and Luke has the gas mask on and everything like that.
The old like Deke Skywalker or Deke Starkiller art from like the OG Ralph McQuarrie concept days.
Yeah, I love how much they drive from that.
Yeah, and you just see Kanan, like, Vader just walks up and smacks him. So, like, Kanan's supposed to be this, like, the only Jedi left, and Vader's just trouncing him, which is great.
Yep. Oh.
Just a great shot of them. So I love that. And you just get a closer look at, like, the distinct, angular look of Vader's helmet. This is the darkest moment of the entire trailer here. Vader is using the Force to push Ezra's lightsaber toward his throat. But you very instantly made the observation, having never seen the show, that like you figured out like his way out
this is a
here.
pretty easy tell here. Of course, the lightsaber has a little blaster in the handle, which is some good training wheels right there.
Yeah.
You know, you might not be able to deflect blaster bolts, but you can shoot a guy in the face, especially if he's pushing the barrel of the blaster basically his direction. So.
Yeah, so that's a little look at the Star Wars Rebels Season 2 debut trailer. We are actually going to watch it at Star Wars Celebration. Our own Eric Goldman is going to see the premiere.
Very cool.
And be able to tell us, presumably, all the spoilers we want to know about what we've just broke down.
That's exciting. And yeah, as somebody who hasn't really checked this out, I kind of think I want to go do that. And Celebration is definitely lit that fire under my behind.
I'm due for a rewatch. I will watch it with you, Matt.
Sounds good. Well, for all your Star Wars coverage, Rebels, Trilogy, otherwise, whatever, keep it right here on IGN. May the Force be with you.